the building. Incredible, incredible young lady,
Hey,
incredible singer. What's up, Jazzy?
hi. Thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Eh, not too shabby. All right. Appreciate you being here tonight. Incredible young lady. She has a lot of vibes from a lot of artists that I see back in the day. Incredible music. She's a songstress. She definitely brings that momentum into the building. She's an incredible singer that we have on tonight. Please tell us, Jazzy, what's what got you started? What was the moment that you knew that music was for you and that you wanted to sing and give everybody that feeling?
I feel like it started years ago, probably 2012. That was around the time that my grandmother passed, and I sang at her funeral. That was the first time I ever sang in front of people. But just being on stage and being able to perform was just the moment.
Definitely. Wow. My deepest condolences to the loss of your grandmother. Um, so you were normally just singing around the house and just hanging out and doing your thing. And then, that moment were your family shocked? Were everybody like?
Well, my family knew, like, I was doing, I've been in choirs at my church and concert choir and school. So I was always singing, but that was the first time I actually kind of came out of my shell and did something solo. Because I've always been like super nervous to sing on my own by myself doing solos and stuff. So that was the first time where it was like, okay, like I felt like I could do this.
Wow. So what is it that that keeps bringing you back to the moment that you realize that words matter? Like with you, I know singers, words matter. So what makes you pick the lyrics for your music? Is it life? Is it stuff that you've been through, or things that you have been going through?
That's actually it's a gift and a curse because I always write off a personal experience. So it's like when I'm going through stuff, it's like, oh, I got content. And it's like when things are okay, it's like, but I'm learning how to pull from experiences and not just go off the moment, but pull from different moments in my life repeatedly. So yeah.
All right, brother. So whoever it was that broke up with her, you're gonna be on the next album. Just to let you know, I'm just.
Well, hey, there's a couple songs, but
Oh, man down, code 6. All right. So with that being the case, you started singing, fully and professionally. Do you remember your first time on stage?
Yes, and it was awful, but I definitely do remember it was back when you sold the tickets, going out to people to get, you sold tickets to perform. So it was definitely a learning experience, but I was not comfortable. So I know now that I want a full set. Like I want dancers, I want ambiance, I want a whole actual experience. So back then I was just kind of just gyrating. So it was like, I really want to put on a show.
Right. Like I think when people start out at first, they think they can do everything. So a lot of people don't understand a singer really shouldn't, like, they should do a step or two, but never do a full-on set dance. And the reason why is because if you've ever seen a New Edition, Boys and Men, or anybody of that nature, after they do them incredible moves that you see, when they come back to that microphone, they're like, and them runs ain't running the same way. That's why they have, the actual sound going on behind them, so you don't hear them breathing like crazy, and they can until they get back to a normal breath, because hitting all those moves is crazy as a performer. So definitely, that's good advice for all those people out there that might be wanting to become singers. Don't think you can do the Running Man and then turn around and then put out the ballot. It ain't happening. I'm just putting it out there. Where when you write your music, and not only drawing from feelings, what is the moment that that this is it? Like when do you know that it's finished? It's put together. Shout out to Big Vaughn in the building. Once again, my brother, my deepest condolences to you and your family. God bless you. And when do you, like, when you write it, when you're writing that music, when do you know that that music is okay? I put the right touch on it. All right, it's done.
I kind of have a whole process. Like, I record right now I record at home. So I built a home studio throughout this quarantine, which has actually been one of the best things I could have ever done for myself. Just that gave me that extra push to start. And but I set up my candles. Sometimes I pray before I record something. Like, seriously, I pray. I'm just like,
No, that's good. I
locked
like the
in.
praying part, but I'm talking about the candles. Like, okay, I need the scent in the room. Yes,
Yeah.
lavender number 3.
Incense and all, incense, everything. I pray to the ancestors, make sure we get it in. Like, I'm coming to y'all humbly. Please bless this track. So, but really, I have like this moment where I start to feel it, and it's like I hear it, and I'm hearing the harmonies, and I just get super hyped. Even though nobody's here, it's just like, ooh, like this hitting, like it's hitting. So when I have that ooh moment, it's like, okay, like this is it. Pause, put it there. But a lot of times, like, one of my biggest struggles is writing something and writing it fully, like writing the whole thing in one session. A lot of times I'll come up with a hook and a first verse, and then it's like I don't like forcing myself, so I'll leave it and then come back to it. So I'm learning how to be faster as a writer, and but still not forcing it. I don't want to force it either.
Yeah, because you can tell when an artist does. The lyrics don't hit the same. Like when I listen to music, I like when it touches me. And when I say that, when people are singing ballads or they're singing certain R&B songs, it's soul stirring. It moves you. It makes you feel. It evokes emotion. If your music is not doing that, you can keep it. I'm good. I won't listen to it. I'm not. Yo, but did you hear such and such singing? Yeah, that's great. But it means nothing to me because it doesn't have, like, when I saw the other night, Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight was, come on now. Those women had hits upon hits upon hits upon hits upon hits. And you can't buy that. It has to be innate to the person.
That's one of my challenges coming back to music after being gone for a minute. I actually went on like a 5-year sabbatical when I was still writing, but I wasn't recording. So it's like coming back in this day and age, a lot of stuff sounds the same, or people are going with a catchy hook, and it's
Woo!
like the hooks are great, but then it's like there's no content. So my whole thing is balancing the sound with the lyrical content. And it's like I don't want to water myself down as a writer, but I also want to deliver something that is a hit.
You know, for all those people that are tuned in, I suggest you go follow Zazzy as well as the Evening Experience, because every week this is the type of people that we have on, people who are incredible in their work, that I have to check out. Like, I know your manager. Shout out to Big Vaughn once again. Incredible producer. Produced for Snoop Dogg. Produced for Ice Cube. Produced for so many hit makers. It's not even funny. But I still got to check you out. I can't just put you on this show just because you got a connection to him. I was like, even when he asked, I was like, hey, bro, I'm definitely going. I definitely want to have him on, but I got to check him out first. If they don't cut the mustard, I'm gonna let you know. Which is why you're sitting here. And when I listened to you, I was like, whoa, this young lady definitely got something to say, and I'm glad I'm here to hear it. Because you definitely a hit maker. You definitely one that brings a vibe in the room. For all those people that are here that always talk about the vibes, well, she brings the vibe. And she reminds me of those singers that I just mentioned, in the sense that she puts her heart into what she's saying. And that's the difference of what, and the reason why I have people like this on the show. I don't bring everybody to the show. There are some famous people I've turned down, and I'm not going to name who, but I have because of the fact that they didn't fit the theme of the show. The theme of this show is about uplifting and building and creating with incredible artists and people who are in this business and who work and who do the type of work that you know, can change the hearts and minds of maybe some of the people who are going through something, especially with 2020.
Exactly.
2020 being what it is.
Yes,
y'all need something that's gonna help y'all change some of that stuff inside y'all, because the hate is real. Deaths are real. People are getting killed left and right because of the color of their skin. We thought that went out with the 50s. Here it is, 2020. This is the 20th century, and we still dealing with the same struggles.
Yeah.
So for those who have been through the struggle, who keep seeing the struggle, we need something that's going to help level us out through this struggle. In order to have that, we have to have people like this young lady here. We have to have people like the young man before who's talking about, and he's conscious. And that's why another reason why I had Chef Sean on, because he's conscious of, yes, I'm going to be a part of something about talking about voting. Yeah, I'm going to perform 4 songs, but y'all need to go out and vote. And that was his thought. So that's the reason why there's people like this who are here.
Thank you.
Don't mind me. I'm on my soapbox like once a week.
Very big on consciousness. Very, very big. Like that's actually something that I want to push with my music. Like although I write love songs and songs about my personal life, a lot of my personal life has to do with my spiritual journey and a lot of with my consciousness and just learning about my subconscious mind, learning how to heal things from the past mentally and meditation, just all of that. So it's very important to me to touch on that in my music.
Well, you definitely gave me some moments to meditate and to relax. That joint Magic Woman was definitely magic. You definitely put an incredible amount of feeling and emotion into that song. You definitely gave me something that mellowed me out, because I was sitting there going, Magic Woman, okay, let me hear this. Because if it ain't magical, I don't want it. But I listened to it, I was like, wow, okay, this is magical. I can roll with this.
Thank you. I definitely appreciate that.
Come pop this up here. Yes, I love it, and you're speaking my language. Okay, thank you. All right, and the next one was, thank you for sharing the music. All right. And that incredible young lady that just wrote that last line that you just saw, her name is I Am Xena. She's an incredible artist herself. She is a beautiful, incredible artist who came on the show, sang live on the show, and definitely kicked it into the stratosphere. She is an incredible artist. So for all those that are here, please go follow her. Please listen to her. And definitely follow Jazzy, follow I Am Xena. I can go on. Chef Sean, I can keep going. Because y'all are, that's what I'm saying. Today is that day. Y'all need to listen up, because we are here. We are live. We are lit. This is the Evening Experience radio show, and we have incredible people like Jazzy on right at this moment.
Thank you.
My next question to you is, what is the rest of your year going to look like? Like, what are you doing to change some of the dynamic that's going on, still staying within the process of wanting to, of course, stay safe, but what are you doing to carry out the rest of the year, and what do we have to look forward to?
Definitely, my next move is to drop my clothing, which is kind of like a conscious, So one of my other things that I like to do in my spare time is paint. Like, I love painting. And I've been making designs that kind of have subliminal meanings in them, but that catch you. So my whole concept is called Religion of the Mind, and it's going to be just conscious apparel, like hoodies and all that type of stuff. But it's hand painted work, so you can also get the original hand painting, and then it has the corresponding apparel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. So with that being the case, what do you want people to know about the clothing? Like, are you doing it for fashion, or is it for conscious?
some of both. I kind of wanted. It started with me wanting to wear some of my stuff that I paint up on canvas, and just once again going with things that I'm personally going through as an artist, as a mom, throughout this whole COVID experience. I felt like it's important for people to be mentally sound. So I wanted to have clothing that displays that, that's still fashionable, but also something that catches your mind, pieces that people will look like, oh, what's that? And it's like, it brings a type of awareness. So
I can definitely understand that because what it is that a lot of times, and especially this time, you see a lot of things that are going on in the world, and then sometimes you want to shy away from it. But this is a time that everybody needs each other in order to be okay, because the solitude can get to people sometimes, the loneliness. I tell people this is either a relationship maker or breaker, because this COVID thing, if you living with your mate and you're together more now, before you was like, honey, spend time with me. Now it's like, Negro, if you don't get out the house, go to work, leave me alone. And it's either going to make your relationship stronger or it's going to break it, because you're too close to somebody. Sometimes you're too, in somebody's face all the time. Like, you wanted me here, I'm here now. What you gonna say, girl? But with that being the case, I'm glad you're bringing out something. So not only are you an artist, but you're also an artist,
yeah.
who designs. Now, did you go to school for that, or is this something that you just did as on your own?
It's something that I picked up. I took a couple classes when I was younger. I actually started off wanting to major in animation. So I took a lot of just drawing classes. I was in the senior art show and had a whole portfolio. So it's kind of something that was really dear to me, and it just feels good to still pick it up. And all this stuff has been like quarantine projects, because just like people say, like, it's a lot that's going on in the world, but it's also been beneficial to people, that beneficial to creatives and beneficial to people to tap back into things that they love, to have the time and just sit down with self and rediscover yourself. So it's a beauty and a pain, but it's been very great for me.
You made the cover for Magic, did you not?
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's actually on my wall somewhere, but I don't think you can see it.
I do pay attention.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Um,
Okay.
and it actually is an adaptation of you, is it not?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Um, wow, I like the creative side. Are you planning to, um, you know, do both? Are you going to open a fashion house? Are you, what type of clothing would it be?
Uh, right now I'm gonna do strictly online, and then just see how it goes and go from there. I am looking to have a brick and mortar and take it like that, but it's just a stepping stone process to see how people respond to it. Keep putting out, making it aware. I actually dropped the just a little subliminal and just had the shirt in the video for Magic Woman, just to kind of get people subconsciously hip to this is where I'm going with it. So
They'd be like, where'd she get that piece from that she wearing in the video? Oh, you mean this? I made it.
exactly. Exhibit A. Like,
All right. With that being the case, what I'm going to do right now is I want everybody to understand why this young lady is here. She is a magic woman that created Magic Woman, and we definitely want to let y'all know why I'm so enthused to hear her music and what she's currently doing. So what we're going to do right now is play Magic Woman. Come on. Since day one, been in my own lane. Not worry about the world and how they do things, no. Cause honey, I'm in mood and I ain't gon' change. Know you watching how I'm moving, how I do things, no. But you claim that you came and found me on your own. True, babe, but I had this potion all along. Cause true, babe, know you used to the madness. Bitches, trash bitches, but you ain't never had no magic. Bitch, she in the bad bitch. Maybe this is magic. course, now my speaker doesn't want to. Of course, that sucks. Oh, my speaker doesn't want to work. Sorry. Technical difficulties.
Hey, despite technical difficulties.
I don't like technical difficulties. I like it when everything's working. But Magic Woman is the name of the single. This is the incredible one and only Jazzy. And we definitely are going to be looking forward to the EP. When is that coming?
I'm focusing on putting out singles right now, so I'm not giving an EP date, but I'm releasing singles every 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yes.
So with that being the case,